Hello there, Swahili Nation family. Welcome back to another recap. I am Wungil Zalalem, and today we are discussing a few topics. The first one comes from Nigeria. A peace deal has been signed by Nigerian presidential rivals. Candidates for next February's presidential election in Nigeria have signed an agreement promising to run peaceful campaigns. They've also agreed to respect electoral laws before, during, and after the election to ensure a violence-free process. Can't be mad at that. It's a good thing that they are committing for peace. Will it happen? I guess we'll wait and see, and that's what we hope for Nigerians, because in Africa, unfortunately, most of the time when election comes, it's like the politicians use it as a weapon to turn friends and neighbors and brothers against each other, and that's just not good. You know, why are we losing our lives when the politicians and their kids are happy and healthy in their gated communities? It's just not right. And hopefully other African countries can learn from Kenya's recent election. They did a great job. There was very little violence. Like, it was peaceful for the most part, and that was really incredible to see, and that's what we need to aspire to. Like, let's have a democratic election, and whoever wins, that's it. Let's not fight our brothers over it. Let's try next time, after 4 or 5 years, whenever the next election is, to get our person in. So I thought that was good that they signed the deal. Burkina Faso. Many reports from local media in Burkina Faso and regional experts are pointing to a coup attempt. Heavy gunfire was reported near the main military camp in the capital. There has been confusion amid the gunfire at Baba Sai military barracks, and there are reports of the state broadcaster building being surrounded by soldiers. I was not expecting another coup. Just last year, I believe, is when the new leader, the general, came into power, and even that was through coup. So we really need to get more information to discuss on this topic, because even the local media reporting it didn't give details, but it's really interesting that there's another coup right now, even though the government that is in power after a coup. Zimbabwe. Acclaimed Zimbabwean author Sisi has been convicted of inciting violence by carrying a placard calling for political reform. The magistrate said the protest could have incited other people to join and cause a breach of peace. Ms. Sisi paid a fine about $110 to avoid serving a 3-month jail term. She had pleaded not guilty in a trial that critics say is the latest sign of a government crackdown on dissent. We believe in freedom of speech. We believe that everyone has every right to say what's on their mind, whatever they want to say, unless and otherwise they're not inciting violence. But now they're accusing her of doing that. We are not sure if that's exactly what she did, but a lot of activists are blaming the government. They're saying that they're using this to silence people from speaking up against the government. And obviously we can't agree with that. We've seen how it can be abused, this freedom of speech. People like to pretend they're just saying something and it won't have a consequence, but we've seen that there is a consequence when you say something, especially online, and distributing that information to millions of people. We get that, but at the same time, we have to be really careful, and we have to know for sure if we want to give that privilege to the government, if the government can decide for us what we can say and what we can't say. So we'll follow up this trial, and we'll let you know next week if there's any update on Sisi's case. Morocco. 19 die in Morocco after drinking toxic alcohol. At least 19 people have died after drinking toxic alcohol at a roadside shop in Morocco's northern city. Dozens of other people were taken to hospital in critical condition with 2 intensive care, local media reported. A 48-year-old man has been arrested in connection to the incident. Police are said to have recovered about 50 liters of the alcohol at his store. Selling alcohol to Muslims is forbidden in Morocco, but it is often discreetly sold in restaurants and stores. It's a tragedy that 19 people had to lose their lives over alcohol. And also, as I just said, it's illegal in Morocco to consume alcohol, but people do it secretly. So, you know, you're more exposed to getting something that is not good for you because it's illegal. You don't know how it's going to get there. You don't know if it's the real brand. You don't know if people are making it in their homes. Like, it's very sad that people have to lose their lives over poisoned alcohol. And unfortunately, it's not just in Morocco, and these days we've been hearing a lot of poisoning, and you have to ask yourself why. Maybe it's because of social media and we get access to information more. I'm not sure about that. Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about the topics we've discussed. I'll see you next week. Bye.